Hey, this is Brett Tabke. We're back here again at SES San Jose, and joining us, Mr. Dave Snyder of Search and Social. How goes it, sir?
It's going busy.
Yeah, you guys have been moving. You recently hired some new folks. I saw you cherry hire there in Scott Polk, who came over from Bruce Clay. What's he going to be doing for you?
He's mostly doing biz dev for us. We're also launching a new company called Second Step Search, which is going to be a fulfillment company for other SEOs. Link building product we have coming out in October is pretty phenomenal, where companies are actually going to be able to come into our system and pick quality metrics on links, and will only fulfill based on their quality metrics that they choose. And then a content development system we're building out, and a small business product that we're really excited about. So he's going to be helping us, get some of those products together and developing business for us, and adding to Search Engine Journal as well.
Yeah, you recently merged with Search Engine Journal, acquired it, I guess you'd call it. Mm-hmm. How's that going?
It's great. We're really focusing right now on the rebranding of the site and getting some quality content. Search Engine Journal, we feel, is really second only to SEO right now as far as like search coverage and social media coverage. As far as a blog goes, not a community, but we're trying to up the standards there. We're releasing a tool set that's being powered by Raven Tools this week, doing some other cool stuff, so lots going on.
Cool. And you're on the PubCon circuit here the last year and a half.
Yep.
You're coming down to Vegas again. Probably gonna, well, what are you talking about here at SES?
I'm on the Black Hat, White Hat social media panel, so I get stuck on all the panels that are about spam.
Which hat are you again, Dave?
I've been told by my management team that I'm a white hat for business purposes.
Gotcha.
I'm more of a realist, and that's what I'm going to talk about more there. Is I'm launching a post today about it, actually, that Black Hats actually work as an oversight committee for search and social media in a lot of ways, right? Sure. We look at how relevant Google is now, and it wouldn't have the relevancy it has if it wasn't for people like Dave Naylor and Greg Bozer and Todd Friesen. Those guys found the holes, and they actually bettered the search engines, and people don't understand that all the time.
Right.
And a lot of the times what happens is stupidity is misplaced for Black Hat, right? Like, don't go to a link farm. Like, Black Hats don't do link farms because it's dumb. So it's like the same thing happens with social media too. Like, bad social media is seen as Black Hat, and that's not the case. Like, automation is Black Hat. Like, people out there automating, and you can do it appropriately and make money and do it effectively. Never do it for client work, obviously. Same thing with Black Hat SEO. You don't do that for client work.
Right.
And so it's like the distinction and understanding the ethics and ethical boundaries with social media are a little different, because Black Hat is based on terms of service for Google, right?
Right.
Like their guidelines. Terms of service isn't always what's considered ethical in social media. Right. These standards are made up a lot of times.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's going to be an interesting conversation. Lee Odin, Chris Bennett, and Beth Hart are on the panel with me, so should be pretty good talk.
Be interesting. Yeah. I always say I'm a gray hat. It's a CCCC, the hex code for gray. So somebody's walking around with a hat like that at PubCon. They were handing out black hats, white hats, and gray hats.
I think if you get yourself stuck in one mode, right, you're really not taking the picture in as a whole. And you're really not willing to change and to move. And as fast as this market moves, you're going to be left out in the cold pretty quickly. Right. It's better to be an innovator than a follower in this field. And so the only way to do that is to really understand both aspects. And the way I look at it too is I tell clients all the time, hey, I know the dirty stuff, so if somebody throws the dirty stuff at you, know how to deal with it.
Right. What do you think about the ramifications of Google, to Google, of the Yahoo Microsoft pact?
I don't know what the ramifications for Google are going to be. I know for our industry it's an amazing thing to happen, right? We actually were at the Search Summit, and we're like, you guys have to get this market share, right? And so, this is a pretty exciting time. It's going to mean there's going to be a real player in the space now to go against Google. And so for us, it's like, okay, well, we have clients now. We actually have somebody to talk about besides Google. Oh, I'm not doing well in Google, but you're getting all this traffic. And we're seeing that actually in a lot of client work. Bing is bringing in a lot of traffic now. And so I think it's going to be a pretty exciting time for search. I think Google's going to be a little less able to, they have this kind of monopoly kind of concept now where they can do whatever they want.
Right.
They can be strong-handed at will. And so I think things are going to be a little less stringent, and that's also going to be good for us as an industry.
They're going to have to do a little more closer listening to us than...
Well, what they did in the beginning days, which is what made them successful, right? Like, they came out and they had a presence, like they wanted to listen. Now they feel like they don't have to listen, and now they're going to have to again. So,
in fact, they're actually rolling back their conference participation this year on all the major conferences, and I'm thinking this is just backwards of what you need to be doing this time. You got Microsoft coming in force, so
yeah, and I think they're going to continue to gain market share. This whole launch has been really well branded and well done. The search results are pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of flaws. Like, it's pretty easy to spam that engine right now. But again, I don't know if that's really a bad thing or a good thing, because like, you look at it from Microsoft's side, it's going to get a lot of webmasters who are really interested in using that and going after that property.
And that's really when they're going to work out all these holes. And it's
they'll figure. It's just like how Google did it.
It's like training a dog. Yeah. They're gonna plug all the holes in the dam sooner or later.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we're out of time, so I appreciate you joining us today, Dave. Thanks.
Thank you.